Grand Rising, love, 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 peace and power. At this moment, I'm gonna speak about frequency. Now, what is frequency? The amount of occurrences that repeats itself within a given amount of time, by definition. The amount of occurrences that repeats itself within a given amount of time. The amount of wavelengths that repeats itself within that fixed time frame. That's frequency. Frequency is measured in hertz. Hertz is cycles per second, right? So you have frequency, you have alternating current, you have electrical current, you have radio waves, you have radar waves, you have light radar, you have electromagnetic energy, you have sound, you have light, all types of frequencies. Light is just a different term for electricity, electric. Photon energy, light, electric. From the late, great, and divine Dr. Sebi, we are electrical beings. Now you have low frequency and you have high frequency. Low frequency creates a pitch sound called bass. High frequency creates a pitch sound called treble. Now they say humans can hear up to 20,000 hertz of frequency. And they say dogs can hear up to 45 to 50 hertz of frequency. Now I say that because dealing with frequencies, my experience, when I'm around dogs sometimes, I would hear these sounds. And me and the dog would respond simultaneously. Like, what is that noise? What is that sound going on? And it happens numerous of times when I'm around dogs, when I'm not around dogs. But I would hear these sounds, and me and the dog would react. And I would ask the people around, like, do you hear that noise? Do you hear that sound? And everybody like, what are you talking about? I don't hear nothing. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, whatever. Even when I'm outside sometimes, I would hear these sounds. And the dog would start reacting, barking, going off. I'll be like, I hear it too, dog, but I don't know what it is. I'm like, what's going on? You tell me. You know what I'm saying? We hear these different frequencies, these different sounds. And I'm just like, man. This other instant, I'm in a field. I'm meditating. There's no one around me, no one in the facility, no one, nothing. Just me sitting in the middle of the field, meditating. I'm using one of my tuning forks to meditate. I ain't gonna show y'all which one, but as I hit my tuning fork, ding, and chant. Next thing you know, dogs start barking from out the neighborhood, far away. I'm like, what is going on? It's just barking. So I silent my tuning fork at myself, and the dogs stop. I'm like, okay. So I hit my tuning fork again, ding, and next thing you know, dogs start barking again. I'm like, okay. I silent my tuning fork and be quiet. Do it again, ding. Then they start barking again. I'm like, oh man, that's an amazing experience. Sound, frequency, vibration, sound, frequency, vibration. So then I'm just like, man, y'all gonna have to keep barking because I'm meditating right now. I'm doing my thing. So that was my experiences dealing with different type of frequencies. And I say that because we all have the ability to change our frequency, to raise our frequencies to a higher state of consciousness. But we must change the way we receive the information and perceive the information so that we change our outer experience, our external experience throughout this matrix. Once we break the lies that we've been taught and actually find true self, true knowledge, then we receive the information differently and we perceive it differently. And then we raise our frequency. Because we're no more living by someone else's standards, someone else's limits. We're living by the truth. One.